Silver and black. Silver and black. Oakland. Cut. I forgot they relocated. They in Sin City now. Raiders Nation, you're on the clock.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select.
The Las Vegas Raiders walked into the 2026 NFL Draft with the #1 overall pick, a new head coach, and more pressure than any other team in football. And when it's all said and done, they may have walked away with the most important player in the entire draft. Welcome back to Winning Football. Today we're going to be breaking down the Las Vegas Raiders 2026 NFL Draft. Every major pick, the strategy behind it, the biggest wins and the biggest concerns. This draft wasn't just about adding talent for the Raiders. This draft was about resetting the franchise around one major decision. Who's going to be our quarterback?
Builds a little bit of confidence. This offense has struggled mightily.
O'Connell deflected, and it's intercepted by Surtain. His second and long here for Las Vegas. Dime package for the Steelers. O'Connell delivers it downfield, and he delivers it to the other team. Dante Jackson with the pick. Jackson tackled in.
60-yard field goal from here. Drops it. Flag is thrown, though. Flag will stop it. On his snap this.
So he's giving it to O'Connell in this offense. A short field. O'Connell botched the snap. Wait, did he recover?
Of this defense with their personnel
Against this wounded Bucs defense. O'Connell's pass is intercepted.
In there with the block. They bring 5, 6. Minshew. Oh, look at him. Get him, Barton. Cooper all over the Raider quarterback. He was slow to get up back at the 18. Ooh.
He's going to bracket Adams anyways.
Abdul out of the backfield. Garoppolo scrambling to his left, pointing to traffic, goes to the end zone. It's tipped, and it's intercepted.
Amir Abdullah is the running back, second down and 8. Here they come up the middle, ball deflected and picked off on the ricochet. Terrell Bernard at the 28, deflected ball. Buffalo the brigade in the slot here. 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo time. And intercepted Matt Milano!
What an interception!
Wow!
Pocket collapses around him and he throws an interception. Levi Wallace cut in front of it and comes up with the turnover.
Breaking down that play.
Pass here. Garoppolo's got time. Only 2 receivers downfield. Throws it up for grabs and it's intercepted.
Boy, Gino has to field that high snap on 3rd and 10. Throws a dart, and he's picked. Center of the field, it's Byard. And Byard has some running room. Gets down nearly to the 20-35 on the return.
variations when they give an offense this look.
Raiders 0-2 on 3rd down so far. Gino protected this time. Gino over the middle, and that's picked. It's Byard, his 2nd INT of the half. He asking those hard questions. Geno Smith gonna run for it, and he is picked again. Tyreek Stevenson with a mesmerizing play.
Time for Geno Smith. Batted in the air and intercepted by the Colts. Latu gets the deflection, and he'll get credit for.
The Raiders have always had their fair share of problems over the years. The biggest problem for the Raiders has always been finding consistent play at the quarterback position. The last time I can remember the Raiders having a good, kind of decent quarterback is Derek Carr. He wasn't the best, but he was above average, and he kept fans in the seat. Hey, at least they made the playoff once. And after a 3-14 season last year, it was clear what the Raiders needed to do. They needed to come into the draft this year looking for their quarterback of the future, getting some offensive line help, getting some help for Max Crosby on the D-line, getting some secondary depth. Hey, it didn't take an expert to actually identify the problems for the Raiders. So let's really get into what they did.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
This pick should immediately change the franchise if everything goes as planned. Mendoza is a precision-based pocket passer. He's not a scrambler, but he's athletic enough to make plays outside of the pocket and get some yards on the ground. He was also very efficient at the collegiate level. His strengths are elite accuracy at all levels of the field. He's calm under pressure, strong pre-snap processing, and he protects the football extremely well. This is the kind of quarterback who wins by structure and timing. But here's the concern. He has limited improvisation outside structure. He doesn't really create a lot off script. If protection breaks down, his ceiling drops. So what does that mean for the Raiders? It means that they're betting everything on coaching, protection, and system, not raw athleticism. In my opinion, Mendoza will be a game manager, as Cam Newton would say. Basically a guy that will thrive if the system is great.
Mendoza, touchdown catch on 1st and goal. Fade route, pass caught.
Now, day 2 is where things get very interesting for Vegas. They select Traden Stutes, Keyron Crawford, and Trey Zoom. Picking Traden Stutes screams urgency. The Raiders secondary needed bodies and versatility. The pros are he's a physical defensive back, he's versatile, and he adds immediate special teams value. The cons are he doesn't have elite speed and can be inconsistent in deep coverage. But the key here is simple, he helps immediately.
Rolling right, back, gets away. Still looking downfield, and it's intercepted.
Does an excellent job concentrating, recognizing where the sideline is.
Another quarterback keeper on 1st down.
At the start of the year, now healthy, and we're seeing how good he can be. Throw deep downfield, tipped away at the last second. Just late, just follows the football. That's a nice job on the defensive back. He's got time. His pass to the sideline is intercepted.
Picking Keyron Crawford was a classic upside swing. The pros are he has an explosive first step, good length, and decent bend, and he fits pass rush rotations. The cons are he's still raw technically and will need more work to be successful against NFL tackles. This is a gutsy pick, high ceiling but not polished. Picking Trey Zoom was still one of the most important developmental picks in the draft. Adding him matters because it will help protect your new franchise quarterback. He brings size and physicality, and he can develop into a long-term starter. This is exactly the type of pick that supports Mendoza's success. We're not going to get too deep into day 3, but the Raiders' focus is all about adding depth and rebuilding the roster. They were very defensively heavy focused late in the draft. So what did the Raiders actually accomplish in this draft? The positives: found their quarterback in Fernando Mendoza, improved offensive line depth, added defensive versatility, strong long-term upside class. The concerns: still thin at wide receiver, defensive interior remains questionable, heavy reliance on development over proven talent. Pressure now shifts entirely to coaching staff. Overall, I give the Raiders a B+ draft grade, and honestly, this grade lives and dies with Fernando Mendoza. If he's successful, this will be a franchise-changing draft. If he's a bust, this class will not be enough to change the dynamics of the Raiders organization, and I'm with Raiders Nation. I pray he's not another Jamarcus Russell. Like and subscribe for more NFL breakdowns, and turn your notifications on so you don't miss any updates.